we got plenty of candles up here. Just grab one if you don't have one. Richard, come get a candle, man.
I need a candle.
Just grab one. We got some regular ones and we got little ones. So, yeah. Real sweet, innocent kid, really intelligent, but he's always been that way, and very respectful, and a joy to have in my class. He switched to teaching and learning, you know, that's okay. But his cousin Nyla stayed in my class all 4 years and was awesome in all the media programs, Photoshop, video production, and things like that. So very talented family, and I enjoyed seeing Musa here at Poly, even though he wasn't in my class anymore for the next 3 years, and I'd see him in the hallways, I'd run into him, we'd always be cordial and talk to each other, and I just always knew he was one of those students here at Poly, as a teacher, you wanted to have in your class. He was just a sweet kid, very respectful, and he's awesome to be around. He had a very positive energy about him. I really wish I kept up with him. I think a lot of us feel that way, that if we have kept up with him, maybe we could have helped him a little bit. And but that's, you know, that's pretty normal to feel that way right now. Anyway, if you have anything you'd like to share, please come forward.
My name's Denovian. I look around and I see some of y'all and I recognize a lot of you. I'm not sure if you recognize me, but... Okay. This is really hard because the moment I got here, I started looking at the pictures and whatever playlist he had playing, it really just hit me and I cried. And I still want to cry and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to say or if I can even say it just looking at you guys. But I think the easiest thing I can do is just tell you what he meant to me. I met Musa in 6th grade at William James Middle School, right down the street. He was my best friend. He was like a brother to me. We hung out all the time. We went places, we did things. I think he truly made middle school easier for me when it was literally the hardest time of my life. It's funny because at the time I was suicidal, I was depressed, I was dealing with bullying, troubles at home, I didn't fit in, and he was one of the first people to actually make me feel like I could fit in. He made it seem like it was okay to be a nerd and different and artistic, and at the same time I felt like I made it the same for him. We would draw together, we would talk about anime and video games and all of that. Things that seem normal now to our everyday lives weren't really normal back then, and I'm glad that that time has changed, but at the time it was really hard for us. And we started choir together, and I met these guys who were also like brothers to me. It was Steven and Giovanni who were the oldest, then it came me, then Cody, then Musa. Musa was the youngest of us, and he always felt like a baby brother to me, someone that I always had to protect, someone that I always could be there for, and he would be there for me. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I was there for him with everything. His first relationships, his heartbreaks, his hard times, dealing with things with his father, his family, there's a lot of things I could tell you. There's a lot of things I shouldn't tell you that I know about him. But nonetheless, he was a great person, someone that had an effect on all of our lives, and I really hope he knows that. There was a lot of times where I know he didn't feel worth in this world. There was a lot of times where I stayed up late talking to him, making sure that he felt okay and that he knew that life was worth living in this world. And we had our problems. As sad as it is to say, we had our problems. We argued at times, we wouldn't talk for months, but at the end of the day, we always made sure we felt loved, and we always came back together. And this past week has been really hard because I feel like I know he knows that. He knows that, but I just wish I could have made him feel more loved. I wish I could have brought back what we had in middle school, where we could trust each other no matter what, and we could rely on one another. I love Musa with all my heart, and I'm gonna miss him so much. And while it is a tragedy, for the first time in years, I'm getting to see people I haven't seen in forever. And it's only taught me that I need to make sure that the bonds that I do have, whether they're long gone or recent, I gotta secure those and make sure that they mean something to me, because you never know what could happen next. And I think I learned that because of him. I've learned a lot from him, and I'm going to continue to learn. And while I don't think I'll ever be able to fully move on and move forward happily, I do think that I'm a better person now because of him. I don't think there's anything else I could say, so thank you for listening.
How are y'all doing tonight? My name is Stephen Cornley. I met Musa along with Denovi and Cody, Giovanni back at William James. I was a 7th grader, and he was just coming in. And first time I met him, I instantly knew we would have a connection. Seemed just like me. He was just as weird as me. I loved it. He shared a great passion like I did for singing. We would always talk about our problems, the 5 of us, and I wish that we were able to talk more, but I guess as time went on and we went to different schools, things just changed, and I wish that they didn't. I wish that I was still able to talk to him through and through. I was considered a big brother to him, and I feel so helpless after I heard what happened. It's been rough. I always looked up to him, even when he thought I was looking down, and I just wish I could change that.
Hi, my name is Cody. I came into William James with Musa 6th grade year, some 10 years ago. And our first day we were in choir with Miss McNeil. And I can still hear Miss McNeil telling us to quiet down and stop talking, and all I can think is, no, dude, I'm making friends with all these dudes. I'm gonna stick with them for the next 3 years. I gotta get to know them at least. It turned out that I was gonna meet one of the best things that ever happened to me. Someone that was gonna make more of an impact in my life than anyone else ever has. I just recently saw him about a week before he passed, and I hadn't seen him in 3 years, and he just was at my work one day. We talked for a little bit, and the last thing I said to him was, I'll call you sometime, we'll hang out. Then I get a call from Steven and hear that he's passed away. And now here we are, all of us back together again. 4, but still missing the most important, the youngest. Basically my little brother. One of the few things that helped me get through middle school and through all the bull crap that it all was.
Hello, my name is Giovanni. I know these three along with Musa for a long time, and well, 4 of them, they were the closest thing of brothers that I could ever have. And find out that one of them has died, well, face myself left me and was broken.